Hey, everyone! Becky Hunter here, CEO and co-founder of Modern Direct Seller and Oh My Hi. Welcome to Make Money Monday. I was just looking here at my screen. I'm not sure this is streaming to all the places it's supposed to be. It's spinning. So I am going to give it a good look and make sure we are live. So as you're joining in, say hello. Let me know your business. Let me know where you're joining from. I'd love to hear from you. And today we're talking about how to capture more leads. So I am super excited for this topic. I think it is so relevant for what so many of you are working towards right now, right? We want to capture more people, bring them into our world, and then from there, love on them, nurture them, build relationships with them, and move them into customers. So, all right, good. I see that we are live over on the business page at least. I'm going to go ahead and share this to our groups, our Modern Direct Seller Academy, our membership community. Shout out to all of our Academy members. Love everything you have going on. We have our party like it's 2026. That is so much fun. This is our final week to earn prizes for Party Like It's 2026. So as you're trying out these new strategies, we want to hear from you. We want to hear what's working, the success stories. I was just sharing that someone had a $1,100 text only party using Party Like It's 2026. Hey, Selena, good to see you. Super excited for that. Our pop-up shops that are being hosted either on Canva or over on Oh My Hi, seeing incredible results from those as well. I think the other Party Like It's 2026 strategy that has been so popular is our referral palooza. So how you can leverage referrals in your business. And the thing that I think I'm hearing the most about Party Like It's 2026 is that people are just loving that it's the easy button, right? You have the templates. It's all connected to your favorite platforms, ScentShare and Boards and Canva. It is all there waiting for you. You really just get to plug and play and have some fun with it. So today we're going to talk about getting more leads in the door. Hey, Tina, glad you are here. And then let me share this one more time in our freebie group, our Modern Direct Seller community, posting it there. And then last thing, I am going to go ahead and share this to my personal profile because it got disconnected. So we'll go put it over there as well. And we are all set. I am here. You guys are here. Excited to spend some time with you this morning. And today, our Make Money Mondays may be a little different than some of our others. I actually have some slides that I'm going to pull up, which I don't normally do. But I wanted to talk about a formula that I've been doing a lot of training on that is just clicking with people. When it comes to lead generation, we're going to talk about content, capture, convert. So it's a 3-part process. And I would bet that as you're looking at this, a couple of you might think, ooh, I'm really good at the content, but I'm not that great at capturing contact information. Or, oh, I'm really good at capturing, but I'm not moving people into conversion. So at any point in this process, if you're not seeing the results that you're looking for, this is your clue to go look at that part of your process and see what kinds of activities you're doing. So I'm going to walk you through that process. Then I'm also going to share with you a couple of really great examples because I think sometimes we just need to see it and see what others are doing to really bring it to life. So Robin's here, Katie, Don, good to see you guys. So happy you are here. So let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to pull up these slides. And like I said, I don't always show slides, but I'm going to go ahead and do this because I think it's helpful to have the visual as we're thinking about generating more leads in our business. Let me go ahead and share my screen. We're going to share the entire screen over here. We're pulling up Canva. We're going to go big with it. Perfect. Okay, so hopefully you can see me. I'm down here in the corner now. And then also this framework as we're thinking about lead generation and getting in front of more people. So first off, we got the content piece. So many of you are great at creating content. I see it all the time here on social, but this is where you're creating content that your followers love and you're talking about how you can solve their problems. How can you be a solution for a problem that they're facing? So that's really the content side of things. And that can be on social media, that could be on your Oh My Hi website with blog content or lead magnets that you're sharing. We're going to talk about that here in a minute as well. But that content is kind of the foundation of you putting yourself out there, right? Like people can decide, do they like your content or are they going to keep on scrolling? If they like your content, then we want to do what's really important next is capturing their information, right? So if you are not capturing people's information, it makes it really, really hard to follow up. And a lot of times we're doing business here on social, which I get. I understand it's convenient. You can send a DM. You're, posting things on the regular, you're sharing things in your stories, people see it, you have that visibility. But I'd also love for you to capture contact information. And what I mean by contact information is their name, their email, and then potentially even their phone number. And so I love doing this through a form on your website to gather those leads. So if you're using Oh My Hi, you're really familiar with this because we talk about it all the time. But even if you're not, you could use something as simple as a Google form. It could be a Google form where you're gathering people's information. But the idea here is that you own that contact information and you have a direct line of communication with them, whether that is email or text. And then the third part of the formula is this conversion stage, right? This is where we're going to nurture our leads. We're going to send some automated emails, and I'm in the way here. Let's see if I can move this a tiny bit. But you're going to move into one-on-one conversations to make that sale. That's this conversion stage where we're really nurturing and we're connecting with people. So I want to show you a couple of examples in real practice here. Like, what does this actually look like? I'm going to jump over to a couple of my favorite examples. But this one right here, Amory, shout out to Amory. She is doing a ton of really cool social content, has gone viral many times over on TikTok, talking about her permanent jewelry business. She's capturing their contact information through a form, and then she's converting them into new business partners, new designers at J. Bloom that are joining for permanent jewelry in the conversation she's having, both over email and over text. So that's a very simple example of like, we're creating really good content. We're sending people somewhere that they can put their contact information in. And then you can see some of these stats here. Her list is growing. She has 1,800 new leads. And I haven't even updated this recently. It's probably way more than that are coming in interested in the content she's creating. So that's the dream. That's the goal, right? Is that we have all steps of the process working for us. And in this case, she's growing her business where people are joining her team. But here's another totally different example. This is Natasha's index card system. She has a YouTube video that has gone bonkers. 175,000 YouTube views last time I checked. She is moving people over to a capture form. So as soon as she saw that this video had some legs, she created the index card starter pack, where people are putting in their name and their email and they're getting the free starter packs. That would be a lead magnet that you're sending people to get access to a little bit more information related to the content she's sharing. So at this point, she's had over 3,000 new leads that have come in. And while index cards and this system is not directly tied to her direct sales business, Jordan Essentials, she does have the opportunity to cross-sell now and have a bigger audience and people she can talk to about Jordan Essentials. And I'm, again, blocking the chart here, but you can see it is a big chart with a big upward trend as she's brought in a lot of new business through that. So let me give you a totally different example just to kind of wrap your head around this content capture convert framework. This one right here, so fun, creating good content around inviting people to learn about bread art. So this is over on Amy's website. She's got content on social about bread art. Come to my bread art classes. I'm teaching about bread art. And then she has this focaccia art experience that people can sign up for. And guess what? They're paying for it. So we're actually doing capturing and converting here in the same stage. If they want to come do this class with her and make beautiful bread art, they're going to fill out this form. We're capturing contact information and we're converting them into sales. So she's seeing those sales coming through her bank account for people that are signed up for the class. So another great example of creating great content, capturing those leads, and then converting them into sales. Now, the last one that I want to show over here is Alicia's, and she's creating a ton of great content around safe swaps. She's got a couple of different brands that she's representing. And as she's talking about, things to think about when swapping for clean products, she has a safe swap checklist. So when they check out her content on social and fall in love with her, they're going over to fill out a form to grab the checklist. And then those new leads are being sent product recommendations in alignment with some of the safe swaps she's recommending. So just another like very, very clear example of how you could create the content, capture the leads, and convert. So I would love to hear over in the chat. I'm going to pop back over there because I can't see it while I'm screen sharing. I'd love to hear, what do you feel like you're doing well right now? Do you feel like you're doing well at the content? Do you feel like you're doing well at capturing? Do you feel like you're doing well at converting? Or as you're listening to me talk about this, are you thinking, ooh, I'm actually only doing the content. I'm only showing up on social, right? Or, oh, okay, I am capturing the leads, but once I capture the leads, they're just sitting there and I'm not actually converting them into new customers. And I'm not doing that relationship building where I'm moving people into new customers. So I love this framework. I think it's super clear, super easy, and smart to understand because I think, in this day and age, we have to do more than social. And that's the reality. I feel like back in the day, yeah, you would just go create a post on social and post a graphic and people would go buy your thing. But these days, it's a much more sophisticated audience that really needs at least needs a little bit more from you, right? So we're going to create that good content. And then as we create that good content, okay, now we need to capture that contact information and now we need to move people into customers. The same is true if you're doing in-person events. So I know the examples that I'm sharing with you here today are really around creating lead magnets online and attracting people through digital marketing strategies on social. But if you are doing events in person, the same process applies, right? You're hanging out with people in person. You're capturing their contact information through probably a lead form or a raffle entry. Maybe they're scanning a QR code. And then once they've done that, we are nurturing them and moving them into leads. But how often have you heard people say, oh, I did that vendor event and now I have a pile this big of lead forms that are sitting on my desk that I haven't entered into my system anywhere, or I haven't followed up with because life happened and I got busy. That's really where those systems come in. So we have the content, we're capturing contact information, and we are converting them into sales. That's the dream when the system is working for you. Beyond that, there are so many creative lead magnets that you can put out there. I have seen some really cool stuff lately where people are creating a video series or a private podcast or a download or an invitation into an event. We're doing this all the time in our own business where we're putting together landing pages for events. We're inviting people to register. We're going to nurture them. We're going to love on them. We're going to provide value before we move them into becoming a customer. So as you're thinking about your business, I would think about where you're showing up and finding those leads, right? Where are you creating that content? I would also be thinking about how you're capturing. And honestly, in 2026, just saying that you're capturing them here on social and having a direct message with them is not enough. We need the name, we need the phone number, and then how are we nurturing them and moving them into paying customers? So if you see a breakdown at any point in that content, capture, convert process, you have a little bit of work to do and a little bit of tweaking to do. And as a business owner for a long time over here, I'm in the same boat. There are things in our business where I'm like, ooh, that worked really well. We got a lot of people in the door. But guess what? We didn't convert those. Okay, what do we need to be doing? What do we need to be shifting? How do we need to be changing things to see different results? So that's kind of the fun part, is there are a lot of different levers to pull. There's a lot of little different variables at play, things that you can change and tweak to see better results for your business. But it takes all three parts: creating the content, capturing the leads, and then converting into customers. It doesn't have to be complicated. Your lead magnets, your freebies, the things that you're putting out there to share with people can be as simple as a video, right? It doesn't have to be crazy. It could be a clean swap checklist. It could be an asset that you've probably already created that maybe you've been giving away for free that now they need to enter their name or their phone number to be able to get access to it. So I am super excited to talk a little bit more about this. We have a workshop coming up in just 10 days. I can't believe it's going to be here already on February 19th on why every direct seller needs to leverage this content capture, convert system and use a website for their business. You can actually capture those leads all on one page. We call this our Capture and Convert page. And we usually offer a little special promo when you register for the workshop on how we can support you in getting that page up super quickly. So come hang out with us. There's a link above this video so you can grab that. Come join us on the 19th. I would love to see you there. And if you're not already participating in Party Like It's 2026, I just looked, we have over 100 direct sellers that have jumped into this year's party. We would love to see you there. Our prizes are going on all this week. And we can't wait to give out that $100 Amazon gift card, as well as equip you with new strategies to grow your biz. So thanks for being here today. Happy Monday. I look forward to seeing you guys soon.